Hey everyone! So, we are having some technical difficulties. So, tonight we're scheduled to have a body image workshop in an event. And instead, we're going to post it here live for everyone to watch. So, I hope that you will be able to see that I'm going live here for you. I am Jen Monroe. Let me readjust here for just a moment and get things resituated for you. So tonight's presentation is about body image, and I am so happy to be here with you. I'm Jen Monroe. I am the founder and owner of Rising Strong Wellness. We're going to have the opportunity to meet and work together a few times over the next couple of months. So I'm very excited to get to know each of you. And really what I do is I am a somatic healing coach, and so that means I work with the body, I work with the mind-body connection, and I teach you ways to invite your body into healing. From that work and through my own healing work that I've done, I developed this passion to help women walk away from diet culture and to find their worth outside of weight. So I teach you how to ditch it and how to walk straight into confidence. I also am very passionate and work with many trauma survivors to help them kind of just walk back into wholeness is the simplest but not so simple way to word that, but to help you reconnect with your deepest self and your body. So tonight, we'll probably talk for about maybe 35-40 minutes just about body image and what that means to you. And so if you want to, I'm not sure if you can pop into the comments. If you can, maybe just give me a hi so I know that. If not, this will be kept, I think, forever for you. And so you're welcome to reach out to me and ask any questions that you have about body image healing, self-confidence, self-worth, but some of those like bigger healing works that really most women need to go through because we've all been affected by that. And so I want to just start tonight by just inviting you to shut everything else off, shut all your other tabs off, set your other messages to the side, and just show up and be present for you, because this is an important work. And I want to just start with 3 breaths, just to set aside our day and to leave the future in the future, but just to come here and to acknowledge our own presence and celebrate that you are showing up for yourself tonight. So if you would, just get still with me just for a moment. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Big, big, big breath in, and then open your mouth, just let it out. It's only Tuesday, but just set the week aside. Big breath in, and open your mouth, let it go. Do that again, last one. Feel yourself full, like you feel like you're filling your whole body. Open your mouth, send everything else out. Good, thanks for doing that. So I have a little reading that I want to start with that I think, if we get really honest, that most of us can relate to. And you might have seen it, it floats around social media from time to time, but it's called Be a Lady, they said. Be a lady, they said. Your skirt is too short. Your pants are too tight. But don't show too much skin. Don't show your thighs, don't show your breasts, don't show your midriff. Don't show your cleavage, don't show your underwear, don't show your shoulders, cover up. Leave something to the imagination. Dress modestly, don't be a temptress. Men can't control themselves. Men have needs. You look frumpy. Loosen up, show some skin, look sexy. Look hot. Don't be so provocative. Don't wear those sweatpants. You've let yourself go. Be a lady, they said. Don't be too fat. Don't be too thin. Don't be too large. Don't be too small. Eat up. Slim down. Stop eating so much. Don't eat so fast. Order a salad. Don't eat carbs. Skip dessert. You need to lose weight. Fit into the dress. Go on a diet. Watch what you eat. eat celery, chew gum, drink lots of water. You have to fill into those jeans. You look like a skeleton. Why don't you just eat? You look emaciated. You look sick. Eat a burger. Men like women with some meat on their bones. Be small, be light, be little, be petite. Be feminine, be size 0. Be a 00. Be nothing, be less than nothing. Be a lady, they said. Remove your body hair, shave your legs, shave your armpits, shave your bikini line, wax your face, wax your arms, wax your eyebrows. Get rid of your mustache, bleach this, bleach that. Lighten your skin, tan your skin, eradicate your scars, cover your stretch marks, tighten your abs, plump your lips, Botox your wrinkles, lift your face, tuck your tummy, thin your thighs, tone your calves, perk your boobs. Look natural, be yourself, be genuine, be confident. You're trying too hard, you look overdone. Men don't like girls who try too hard. Be a lady, they said. Wear makeup, prime your face, conceal your blemishes, contour your nose, highlight your cheekbones, line your lids, fill your brows, lengthen your lashes, color your lips, powder, blush, bronze, highlight. Your hair is too short. Your hair is too long. Your ends are split. Highlight your hair. Your roots are showing. Dye your hair, but not blue. That looks unnatural. You're going gray. You look so old. Look young. Look youthful. Look ageless. Don't get old. Women don't get old. Old is ugly. Men don't like ugly. Be a lady, they said. Save yourself. Be pure. Be virginal. Don't talk about sex. Don't flirt. Don't be a skank. Don't be a whore. Don't sleep around. Don't lose your dignity. Don't have sex with too many men. Don't give yourself away. Men don't like that. Don't be a prude. Don't be so uptight. Have a little fun. Smile more. Pleasure men. Be experienced. Be innocent. Be dirty. Be sexy. Be the cool girl. Don't be like other girls. Be a lady, they said. Don't talk too loud. Don't talk too much. Don't take up space. Don't sit like that. Don't stand like that. Don't be intimidating. Why are you so miserable, RBF? Don't be bossy. Don't be assertive. Don't overreact. Don't be so emotional. Don't cry. Don't yell. Don't swear. Be passive. Be obedient. Endure the pain. Be pleasing. Don't complain. Let him down easy. Boost his ego. Make him fall for you. Don't give yourself away. Make him work for it. You'll make a good wife someday. Take his last name. You hyphenate your name, you crazy feminist. Give him children. You don't want children? You will someday. You'll change your mind. Be a lady, they said. Protect yourself. Don't drink too much. Don't walk alone. Don't go out too late. Don't dress like that. Walk where it's well lit. Stay in safe neighborhoods. Tell someone where you're going. Take a self-defense course. Hold your keys like a weapon. Lock your doors. Don't go out alone. Don't make eye contact. Don't look easy. Don't attract attention. Don't smile at strangers. Don't trust anyone. Don't say yes. Don't say no. Just be a lady, they said. I think any single one of us can really feel some part of that, because it's about all the messages that we receive. And much of what I teach is about understanding diet culture and how in our society, how we really define body image. So if you're able to, if you can drop a comment in here, I'm not sure if you can, but I would love to hear your definition of what body image means to you. What's the first thing that pops into your head when we talk about body image? One of the very first things that is immediately, and I hear it most often, it's about weight. It's about appearance. and how we feel about it. But it's actually a lot more than that. It goes so deep. And body image, in the simplest of terms, is the perception that a person has about their physical self and their thoughts and their feelings because of how they see themselves. But it is so deep and it's so personal to each of us. And it's not made up of just that one dimension. So body image is made up of perceptual, how we see our actual physical body. It's affective, it's how we feel about our body. It's cognitive, it's how we think about our body. Even if it's not true, it's still those thoughts that pop up. And it's also behavioral, it's how we act upon and the way that we behave because of how we see, think, and feel about our body. And so one of the things that I teach, and I think if you have ever done any healing work for yourself, you understand, and you've probably seen it even, there's popular memes, that healing does not go in a straight line from A to B. It's usually like, right, all over the place. And I don't know that I'll be able to show it to you because I am on my phone now. I don't think it's gonna work. No, I will post this for you guys, but it's something that I've developed with a colleague, and we call it the body neutrality continuum, because number one, body positive has become a very like catchphrase these days. But really what we're aiming towards is to be pretty much body neutral. And so if you think about healing from A to B, that doesn't always work because it doesn't go in this straight pattern. And so we've developed this circle, and it talks about starting at body respect. Even if I don't love how my body looks or my body feels, or I think that it needs to change or be fixed in some way, can I come to a place of respect? Can I respect the functions that my body does? Can I respect how it operates and keeps me alive at its bare basic level, even if I don't love how I think or feel about my body? And so then it grows, and we go in a circle instead of a straight line. And so going from body respect to body acceptance. Can I today just accept that my body is what it is? That it's exactly how it's meant to be in this moment. Then maybe we can even continue around the circle and move to body love. We can find even just one thing where we say, I really just love this about me. I love my curves. I love the color of my eyes. I love the sound of my laugh. I love my booty. I love whatever it is that you can come up with, even if it's just one thing. We continue around that body love to body positivity, to a place where we can actually come and say, yeah, like my body, it is what it is. It's great. I accept it. I love it. I respect it. And here I am, showing up, taking up space. And if we move to this idea, instead of even all those things, could we work towards being body neutral? That this shape that I am in, that this is a container, that this is my home, that really holds me, the essence of me and my spirit and who I really am. That this container is going to change again and again and again. It changes when we move from teenager to womanhood. It changes after we have a child. It changes as we start to get older. Again and again and again. It changes with illness. It changes with injury. It's ever changing. And so it really boils down to who I am. What's the essence of me? So can we just be neutral that a body is just a body? It's just my container. So much easier said than done. Oopsies. Here we go. So one thing that I love to teach about is, it's called the thin ideal. Beauty is really not what we think it is. And the thin ideal is this concept that there is one right body. Ideally, this is what I look like. And I imagine that if you could talk back to me, that you would tell me that immediately that right perfect person popped into your head. You have an image of what someone is supposed to be. The common perception of this ideal woman is that she is slender, she has a feminine physique with a small waist and very little body fat, and whatever this perfect image is that you hold. The thin ideal is not the same as the healthy ideal. I'm going to say that again because it's important. The thin ideal is not the same as the healthy ideal. This ideal brings people to extreme measures. And so I can imagine, because I am a woman who has battled this for a very long time, and it's something that I work with closely with other women, and I hear these stories and hold them, but have you ever compared yourself to another person, another woman specifically? Yes. Social media, pictures, celebrities, models, all these people. Have you ever shamed yourself over weight or appearance? Have you dieted excessively or exercised excessively or participated in restrictive eating, like having to work out so hard that you have earned your treat or your calories or your next meal? And so the goal of this thin ideal is to really obtain a look that's not realistic or healthy. And so where does it come from? It really comes from the idea of this is what we hold as feminine attractiveness. And this changes over and over and over again. What is attractive today was not attractive 100 years ago, and it won't be 100 years from now. And in history, there has been many ideas of what this perfect woman has looked like. A fun fact for you about selfies and filters. So the average millennial is expected to take 25,700 selfies during the course of their lifetime. So that is almost one a day for an entire lifetime. And I know that we are all out there taking more than one selfie a day, or at least attempt at, right? Because then we have to add on filters, and we have to add on, oh, that wasn't quite right, and we change it and do all these things, right? And another fact, so just this idea of being consciously present. In 2015, so now even 5 years ago, think about how much technology has changed just in the last 5 years. Researchers found that there was a link between social media and both mood and body concerns for women. Specifically, just spending 10 minutes a day browsing what is considered neutral content. So not seeking out weight loss or beauty products or any of that. You're just simply scrolling through your feed. That doing that for just 10 minutes resulted in a more negative food, facial, hair, and skin concerns, just by looking at other people's pictures without seeking it out. So much of what I teach is about being a mindful consumer, really being aware about different brands. And a number that is so shocking to me is that in the United States weight loss market is estimated to be at $68.7 billion this year, 70 next year. And in that, that's not just weight loss products, that's beauty, that's exercise, that's weight loss, that's clothing, makeup, and it also is considering health and wellness. And so almost $70 billion a year just in the United States is spent on why we care about what we look like so much, and how we have to be striving for this idea of perfection and the ideal. Sorry, my computer is running a little slow. Okay. And so I just ask you, I question you on that of, what does this thin ideal cost you? It doesn't cost you alone $70 billion. But what does it cost you? What does it cost you outside of finances? Does it cost you experiences? Does it cost you that you won't be in a picture, that you won't eat a piece of cake to celebrate a special occasion, that you won't wear a swimsuit to play with your kids outside? Does it cost you comfort that you will only wear pants when it's 95 degrees outside? What else does it cost you? That's something just to pause and really reflect on, outside of what it actually costs you per year. So how do we fix this? It's more than what this quick session is going to teach us, but moving from body shame to self-love is like this road, whether it's straight line or a circle like we talked about. But it is this road of insight and really tough questions that needs to be approached from a place of grace for ourselves, of being grounded and present. And it also asks you to dig deep, to look at some behaviors, to look at some beliefs that were maybe left upon you, what messages you received about bodies as you were growing up, within your family or just within our culture. And we have to just really take a close look and examine ourselves, our bodies, our world. And then there's a big difference about self-acceptance, self-love, confidence, these things, and it is radical self-love. And so if you look at just that word radical, like I am all in and I'm not taking this for one more moment of my life. My discomfort, my dis-ease, whatever else has been stirred up within me regarding the relationship that I have with my body, it ends and it shifts. And that is so exciting when we hit that place of transformation, to understand that it is different from self-esteem and self-acceptance. When we get radical, it is deeper, it is wider, it is more expansive, and it really is the root of the relationship that we have with ourselves. And when we're the person that is making that relationship, we're the only one that can make the new standard for ourselves. And so actually that is pretty freeing, if you ask me, because then you are not bound by what culture is telling you any longer. So 3 big tips that I have for you are: get aware. Really just get still and observe. And when I say observe, I don't mean that, because observe and judgment often go together. So if we can observe from this place of like almost just like a witness with clear eyes and clear mind to say, what is the truth surrounding my body image struggle? Where does it come from? What's it really mean to me? How's it impacting my life? And what is the truth about it? Number 2, practice presence. Be in your body. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that at the end here. But be in your body so that, so I'll back up. When we're in our bodies and when we're operating from this place, like at our core, we show up differently, because number 1, we've shown up for ourselves. And so when we are present, we interact how we change our own relationship with ourselves, but also how we show up into the world and how we operate and interact with the world around us. So be in your body, slow down and pay attention. And we'll take a moment for that at the end. And then take control of your thoughts. This is probably one of the biggest things, because we all have great intention of, yeah, I just want to do better and I want to hit my goal, or I want to be accepting of myself, whatever it is. We none of us set out in the morning to think badly about ourselves or our body, but we have this inner critic and this, I call it the inner roommate. She's in there and she is critical, she's harsh, and she loves to pick at things that hurt us the most. And so the easiest, maybe not easiest, but simplest way to pay attention and to take control of those thoughts is to speak to yourself with some love and compassion. You would not criticize your best friend or someone close to you. You would not criticize her body in the way that you do your own body. You would not be like, girl, your butt looks big in those jeans, or ugh, you don't deserve to do this. You would cannot speak to your friend like that. And so can we just, even if it's a win for one day, to say, like, you're showing up. You are complimenting yourself in ways that are not appearance related. Speak and seek who you really are at your core and your essence. Okay, one thing that we can do, I want to speak a little further on that to give you a practical idea. And this can really relate to a lot of things. So if you're working towards shifting and growing and working with your mindset, I want to give you this idea. Number one, our thoughts are messy. And there is a mess inside of our head, and it can be so overwhelming. So we have to really drop our autopilot of how we function in our day-to-day, and we have to be in this moment. And most of all, if I can tell you one big takeaway, you are not your thoughts. You're not your thoughts, and you are not your emotions. Okay, so how to evaluate a thought? This would be great to write down because there are just a few steps to this. So you have this thought pop into your head, and maybe it's, I'm not good enough, or I hate my body, or I look terrible, whatever your negative thought is. Number one is to greet it. Like, so if we're being aware and in the moment, we can pause and we're like, whoa, hey, instead of going down this like vortex, I can understand that this thought is popping up, and it is my inner roommate, my inner critic, and she is rearing her nastiness right now. So greet it. Hey, roommate. Okay, I see what's happening. I see you popping up. And number two, examine it. Where's this thought really coming from? Is it true? Is it a lie? Is there something that I need to address in this? Or is this just her talking and talking? Number three, speak truth. Is this something that really needs to be addressed? Is there a way that I can act upon it to actually make a change? For instance, I'm not good enough. I did not get a promotion at my job. Okay, well, what is the actual truth of that? You are capable. You are worthy of having a good job. But maybe the truth is that you do need a little more training, or there was someone more qualified, and now you can see where you can make changes and work in a little bit different of a way. Number four is to release it. We've evaluated it, we've spent some time with it, and now we need to take that pressure off of ourselves. Emotions and thoughts, they come to us as a visitor. Visitors are not meant to stay in our home forever. And so our home, as our body, we're like, hey, okay, roommate, we've popped up, we've spent some time, you've already consumed enough of my energy today, and so I'll catch you next time, and just release it and let it go. Take that pressure off of yourself, knowing that you've done your best in that moment. And then you're gonna have to come back to it. Unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're going to have to deal with it again, because like we said, it doesn't go in a straight line. It comes in a circle, and the circle might happen many times a day. It may happen once a day. It may happen every few weeks, every few months. It's the cycle of how we feel in each season and how we feel in our body as a home. The other thing is, just be curious. Yeah, where did some of this come from? And if we're curious and compassionate to say, all right, I see where this came from. This isn't true. This isn't really me. This is coming from, I just saw these ads. This is coming from a comment that was made to me when I was 13 years old, whatever it is. But just, maybe it's an old belief or something that has been like really blocking you there. So just paying attention and getting really curious, and easier said than done. It's so, yeah, when we're doing that work, when we're present, we become more available to get curious. Okay. Whew. Take a breath. That's a lot of information. Thanks for hanging in there. So big breath in. Let it out. Yeah. All right. Things that you can do that are very practical to immediately start shifting how you feel about your body as a whole is to set an intention daily. And what I mean by that is, I just want to be present. So maybe it is just taking on a phrase or a mantra or a word to be like, I am present in my body today. And that's all you have to do, which is very hard. So if you can just give yourself, what am I doing? What is surrounding my healing? What's my intention? What's my deepest heart desire surrounding this healing work? Number 2, pay attention to your body. Give yourself purposeful attention. And so maybe that's just doing a body scan. Maybe that's in the beginning of the day, just 2 to 3 minutes even of pausing to do like we did, to take 2 or 3 breaths, to get yourself present and ready to show up for you. And noticing aches, pain, tension. I would do so much work with the body and emotion and where emotions live and what they mean. And our body has a whole language if we just learn to listen to it. Tune into your mood, focus on your breathing, and do some soulful self-care. And self-care is a whole nother talk, which we will probably have at some point in time. But this idea that self-care in our culture has to fund that $70 billion. So it means treat yourself. It means manicure, pedicure, $100 hair day, all these different things, when really it can simply mean pausing to connect with yourself. You will be amazed at the way that you feel that you can fill yourself and care for yourself and your soul if you make time and opportunity for it. It can be a bath, it can be a walk, it can be journaling, it can be dancing to your favorite song. It can be so much. I literally have lists of hundreds of self-care ideas that cost you $0. So if you would like some of that, let me know. But it's really about creating opportunity. So what's this have to do with the holidays? The holidays can be a very tricky time for people because why? The things I hear the most are food, because food is like all over the place, and extra pictures and extra events and things like this. And so it just gives us opportunity to be negative and to focus in on the things that hurt us the most or that we struggle with the most. So again, just be present. And this year I think is going to look a little different. We're going to have less photo opportunities. We're going to have less big family meals every weekend, twice a weekend, things like this. But my best advice on dealing with body image around the holidays is to go for experience and memory. So making experiences memories, which means being present. Go for experience and memory over those tough choices around your body. You are worthy of having a Christmas cookie, of eating a big meal, of wearing an outfit that you want to for a party, or take those pictures, because this is the opportunity that you have to connect with other people. So really give yourself presence. There's so much more, but really that's what it would boil down to, is working around the holidays is that you are worthy of experience and memories and creating this precious time with people that really mean something to you. So if you have other questions, please drop them in or send me a message. I'm happy to chat all the time. I love connecting. You can follow me at Rising Strong Wellness. And very quickly, I'll just mention this small talk is a part of a 12-week program that I host called Rise Up, a Whole Body Experience. It's group coaching, but also a private one-to-one work that we get to do, where we really get down into the personal things and the personal struggles. It's a workbook and journal curriculum based off of science and psychology and just other women's stories. We move together in a mindful way. It is not a diet plan. It's not an exercise program. It is soulful. It is intentional. And it is the 4 most important words. I have been there too. Me and the sisters that are in this group. So we move to be curious and to invite our body into healing, but we also just spend a lot of time in stillness. So this program, it's open for enrollment right now. I would love to share more with you about it. We talk just about more about diet culture. We talk about how to learn yourself. So often we have just grown up moving through the motions, and instead we have no sense of who we really are. All we are worried about is this container and making the container look good, and we are left feeling just lost. So I have a lot of great opportunities coming up in the new year to do more work with this. And this community, I just adore, because we immediately connect together and walk this journey. It's a hard journey. It's a very personal journey, but it's beautiful, and it is worth every moment of it. So just to close up, I want to offer you an opportunity to get present. And so if you would just sit with me, if you want to lay down, please lay down, but just bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes if that feels good to you, but we're just going to create opportunity to notice our breath. We're in no way trying to change or to fix it. We're just noticing, where does your breath show up? Is it in your belly? Is it your chest, your nose, your back? There's no right or wrong. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it slow? Is it fast? We're just taking notice. And with each breath, we just begin to create more space, because sometimes we just get these things that are really stuck and we don't know what it is. And so this breath just moves around and opens our heart, and it kind of closes back in around it. And here are just some words to say to yourself if it's something that you're ready for today. I release the old, and as you exhale, I welcome the new. Because we've taken time, we've got present, and we are creating space. I am aware of my full creative potential. I am woman. I am in charge of creating. My senses are alive, aware, and connected. I accept the sacred feminine energy within me, because I know that I am safe to do so. I am creative. I honor my body. I am change. Take a big, big breath in, like you're lifting and filling your entire body. And then open your mouth, let it go. And whenever you're ready, you come back. You come back now, just making little movements. And I am so happy to get to know you. Thanks for having me. I look forward to hearing from you and hearing your questions and being a resource of support anytime that you need it. All right, thank you.